So in the last video we used Boolean operations to take and carve out the center of and separate the top from the bottom of our treasure chest. And that was fine, that was good, but the system still sees it as a single object, and that's not going to let us do separate things animation-wise with the top and the bottom. So we couldn't really open the chest at this point. So we're going to deal with that, and it's actually pretty simple. If you look here in the outliner window, you see this poly surface 2. That's actually our treasure chest. You see it's green, it's selected. So to separate this, all we need to do is come down to the Mesh menu and select Separate. So boom, there it is. It's actually now two different selected objects. In the outliner, we've got two different sub-objects here. You can see, select one, select the other. Still have a higher level, which is the whole thing. So we can move the whole thing around at once, or we can work with the individual parts. So that's probably the ideal situation. So it's time to save this. Now, I'm going to do something a little different here. We've got a treasure node detail, we've got a treasure object, which is our inside cutout and our outside single object. We could just save this over the treasure object, but computer memory is very cheap. Computer disk space, just less than $100 per terabyte at this point. So it really doesn't make sense to save a little bit of disk space almost ever. So I'm going to save this as a new object. So come into the File menu and save our selection as, and we'll give this a name. And we'll call this Treasure Chest Split. And save it and get our student version warning, and there it is. Okay, so now Treasure Chest Split is our new object. So that's going to be about it for this chapter. We've made a good deal of progress. We've got our treasure chest all surfaced and hollowed out and top split from the bottom and things like that. There's still more to do. We can clean up our geometry a bit, because if you look in the outliner window, we still have all kinds of original objects there and different things that we've done, and we can actually clean that up quite a bit. We don't have any surfaces on the inside of the treasure chest, and we don't have any animation, which we were kind of doing all this so that we could. So still more to do. In fact, enough more to do that's going to take up an entire next chapter. So we'll see you there.